Okay, this video is specifically for those using smartphone for their web design training, and I'm making this video to show you guys how to install your WordPress using your smartphone. And remember, this is Truehost. So as a smartphone user, once you get your Truehost dashboard like this, the next thing you do is look over here. You're going to see services. Okay, you will see services, you will see domains, you will see invoice. Okay, but this time what we need is services. But before then, make sure that you have your services is showing your hosting, and domains, this is showing that you have just one domain. So make sure that you have your domain and your hosting active. Okay, so to install your WordPress, simply click on services. So once you get to this page, the next thing you do is look over here. You're going to see web hosting. You will see active. Okay, that shows that our hosting is currently active. So what you do is click on active, and when you click on active, it will take you to another page, which is this place. Okay, so once you get to this page, you simply scroll down. And remember, we want to access our cPanel, because for you to install WordPress, you must go through your cPanel. Okay, that's where we are heading to now. So there are two ways you can locate your cPanel from this place. The first one is add-on domain. Add-on domains, you can see it here, add-on domains. That's number one. And number two is to scroll down. When you scroll down, you see log into cPanel. That's number two. But this time I'm going to follow login to cPanel. Simply click on login to cPanel, then it will take you to your hosting cPanel, which is this place. So once you get to this place, you understand that your cPanel has different sections. It has the email section. If you scroll down, you see the 5 sections. You will see SEO and marketing 2 sections, database sections, domain sections, matrix, security, and others. Okay, it has different sections. And now you should understand something, that before you install your WordPress, you must first of all install what we call SSL. This SSL is what that secures your website. Without your SSL, your site will be showing site not secured when users try opening your website. At times, there are some websites that if you try opening them, you will see an error telling you that this website is not secured. So to avoid such, you must install SSL. And that SSL, that is the one we call free positive SSL, that comes with your domain. When you register a domain, the hosting provider will offer you a free SSL. Okay, and that free SSL lasts for 1 year before you renew it. So for you to activate it, you must first of all check to know if it's already active or it is yet to be activated. Okay, and also understand that after you register your domain and hosting, you should allow it for some hours for your SSL to activate. Okay, because your SSL will have to wait for your DNS propagation, and DNS propagation takes at times over 24 hours, but that is too at time. It can take below that. It can propagate within 5 hours, 10 hours, depending how the system is at the moment. Okay, so before your SSL will activate. So that's why it's always good that after you register your domain and hosting, you give it time for your SSL to activate along with your DNS. So this time I'm going to check. I registered this domain and hosting yesterday, and I'm installing my WordPress today. So let me check to know if my SSL is already activated. If not, I'll have to activate it myself. So to do that, to check that, simply scroll down and locate the security section which is this place. This is security sections. Then if you look here, you're going to see SSL/TLS certificate. Click on it and it will bring you to this place. And here you can see it's showing the first option is wizard, the second option status, certificate, keys, request, installation, and settings. So now let's click on status to know if it is already active. Click on status, and when you click on status, it will show you if SSL has been installed and activated, or it's yet to be activated. Here you can see that my SSL has been activated. All these padlocks that you are seeing here that are shining green, they are shining green because my SSL is active. If your own has not been activated, it's going to be red color to show that your SSL has not been activated. And this is what you should do. If in case you come here and check the status and it has not been activated, you have two options: either to message Truehost and ask them to help you, to assist you activate your SSL, or you simply click on installation. Click on installation to install it yourself. So if you click on installation, it's going to appear like this. Okay, it's going to appear like this. Then what you want to do here is to activate it yourself. My own has been activated, but I want to show you guys how to activate it yourself. So simply click on this box, this domain box, click on this place and select that particular domain name which you want to activate, which you want to install SSL. I've selected it, which is wisdombuchi.com.ng. Okay, so after you select it, then you click on autofill by domain. This autofill will fill that domain certificate automatically. Okay, then after filling it like this, you then go ahead to click on install certificate. Then after you click install certificate, it will be installed. You wait for some minutes because it will enter pending. Then from pending till it will activate properly. Then after the installation, before you proceed to installing your WordPress. So now we are done with SSL. Now let's move to our WordPress installation. Simply click this place again. Okay, let's go back to our SSL and to our cPanel. This is our cPanel. Okay, and this is where you start the installation of WordPress. And there are two ways to locate your WordPress installer. The first one is to click on this three horizontal line, this off canvas toggle, and then click on WordPress Manager by Softaculous. That's number one. Number two is to scroll down, go to this place, softwares. This is WordPress Manager by Softaculous. So you can also follow that place. But this time I'm going to follow these three horizontal lines, okay, to do my own. So once you open it like this, you click on WordPress Manager by Softaculous because that's the method, the easiest method we follow to install WordPress. Click on it and it will take you to this place. So once you get to this place, here you can see we don't have any installation yet. No installation has been installed. Okay, no installation has been installed. So from here now we'll be installing our WordPress. Okay, simply click on install. So this is where the installation starts from, and you should be mindful of whatever you're doing here because any detail you enter here is going to your website. Both the password, the username, and all of those things is just your website details. So here we'll have software setup, we'll have site settings, we'll have admin account, we'll have plugin selection, we'll have extended settings, and lastly advanced options. So we'll be visiting each of them one by one, and the first one we'll have here is the software setup. Now when you get to the software setup, if you look over here, you're going to see HTTPS. Okay, if you click on it, you're going to see https/www.https/www. So all these things, they are called domain protocol, and all of them means different things. HTTP is for a normal website that has no security, a site that is not secured. Okay, http/www. Is simply for a subdomain, and HTTPS, which is the one we need, simply means that your site is secured. And this can only be available here if your SSL has been installed. If your SSL has not been installed, you can't be able to use HTTPS. So you must install your SSL for it to be able and eligible to use HTTPS, which shows that your site is secured. So, and when you get to this place, make sure that you select HTTPS. Now moving to the second one, which is our domain name, make sure you select the exact domain which you want to install WordPress. So now the next thing here is WP. This WP here, make sure that you remove it. Don't install this WordPress with this WP. Make sure to remove it. If you install your website with this WP, it's going to appear like this. It's going to attach itself to your domain name, and after installing it, to access your site will become a problem because of this WP. Okay, because it at times, if somebody click on your domain name, it will redirect the person to another place. So make sure that you remove it and keep it open like this. Okay, then let's move to site settings. So for site settings, the first question here is your site name. Here you have to enter your site name, and for me, I'm going to use my domain name. My domain name is wisdombuchi.com.ng, so I can simply enter wisdombuchi as my site name. You know your own niche. Okay, if your niche is educational niche, scholarship niche, and your domain name is something like scholarlink.com, you can copy something like scholarlink as your website name. If your domain name is something like healthcare.com, you can use healthcare as your site name. That is it. For me, I'm going to use Wisdom, which is my name. And then the second one, they are going to ask for site description. Here you only need to enter a simple site description. Let's assume that this website I'm installing is a scholarship website. I can simply type scholarship update. Scholarship update. Okay, if it's about health, if it's a health niche, I can simply type health update. Okay, so something simple like this. So make sure that you enter something there. Now for this enable multi-site and disable WordPress cron, don't select anything, they leave it open. Then scroll down. If you scroll down here, you're going to see admin username. So any username you're entering here, bear it in mind that it's going to be the username you'll be using to log into your website after this installation. Okay, that will be your login details. So you can simply type admin, or you can type any username you can remember. For me, I'm going to type just admin as my username. The next one is the password. Okay, you have to enter the password, a password you can remember. Okay, I'm going to hide this. So enter any password you can remember. Okay, then after entering the password, you enter the email. Remove the default email and enter your active email. Make sure that you are entering an active email. Okay, then after that you scroll down, and we don't need this. This is select plugins. We don't need this. We need this one, cookie consent. That's the only plugin we need here. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this. We don't need this one. We don't need it. We don't need this, and we don't need this. Then scroll down. This place, make sure that you select English. Okay, this is select language. Make sure that you select English, and then the advanced option. This place you're also going to enter email address. You can copy the same email address above and paste it here. This is where the details of your installation is going to be sent to. Okay, then after all those things, make sure that everything is correct. Okay, make sure that you select everything correctly. Then after that, you click on install. Okay, there's no error again. So I've successfully installed my WordPress, but in case if you try installing your own, you see something like telling you an error telling you that there is something something has already existed in the root folder you are installing WordPress on, something like that. Simply tick the box to overwrite. Tick that box to overwrite, then scroll down and click on install for the second time. Then your WordPress will install. Now I've installed my own, and if you look here, you're going to see two links. The first one is your website link, which is the public link that anybody can type into their browser to locate your website. But the administrative link is your own link. Okay, as the admin, that's your own link. Okay, this wisdombuchi.com.ng/wp-admin. So anytime you want to log into your website, you can simply type your domain name into your browser and then add /wp-admin. That will take you to your login page where you enter your username and your password to log into your website. Okay, because that's your own personal link as the admin of this website. Now if I click on this administrative link, it will take me direct to my website. So now this is my website dashboard, and I've successfully installed my WordPress, and from here now the customization will start. But for this video, is going to end here because this particular video is for WordPress installation. In my next video, I will teach you guys how to customize a full functional website just with your smartphone. See you guys in my next video.